Greetings, it is I, Countess Naravan Dracovin, Lord and Emperor of the Dracovin Empire, and welcome. It is time for Gathering the Roll, the only news program supported by the Empire, with exciting and fantastic news from the worlds of collectible card games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon the trading card game, and of course, Yu-Gi-Oh! Role-playing games such as Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, Shadowrun, and the Worlds of Darkness, and of course, card games and board games to finish out our day. But today, let's of course dive in where we always start with some collectible card game news and start with Magic the Gathering. We have 2 tournaments out this week. Both are modern tournaments that you can check out now. First of all, we have Birmingham in the United Kingdom that you can go to. And of course, you also have then São Paulo in Brazil. These 2 tournaments, as I said, are modern. You can check them out now, see if you can still sign up. And if not, you could always check them out on Magic's Twitch channel, which they will be broadcast on over this weekend. In other collectible card game news, though, we have some Pokemon the trading card game news, though. They have a new booster set out for the Sun and Moon sort of grouping of sets. Sun and Moon, Burning Shadows. This is basically taking on some of Team Skull's minions and some new Pokemon in this 140 card plus set that is out now. Now, moving on, we do have some Yu-Gi-Oh! News. There's a new booster pack out for Yu-Gi-Oh! Code of the Duelist. This is going to be sold in 9 card booster packs and 108 card set, which basically helps you with new cards and monsters, all about, of course, the link summoning that has been introduced in recent sets of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, moving right along, we do have some role-playing game news with Dungeons & Dragons, and of course, there's a new Unearthed Arcana out this week. We have 3-pillar experience. So this is an alternate type of experience system. It's built in such a way that your characters will level at the same rate that they were leveling in the normal system. But in this one, it focuses on gaining experience from 3 pillars. First off, exploration, social interaction, and then finally combat. And it comes up with ways that you can divide up the experience between these 3, experiences, and allow your characters to feel like they're gaining experience for the explorations, from the interactions, and from the combat they're doing. Not just from combat, which normal Dungeons & Dragons has. If you want to experiment with this alternate experience system, it is out now and you can check it out. And remember, this is in playtest. So it's made to be balanced with the normal experience system, but it's up for you to determine how it is and use it properly. So go ahead and check it out now, and Wizards will provide you a way that you can give some feedback to them about how you feel about it. Let's move on, though. There's some card and board game news. And first off, there's another Munchkin pack out. Munchkin Get Promoted 2. This is a special promo pack with 15 cards that you can get directly from Steve Jackson Games now. So if you're interested in these special, basically promotion-based cards that you can get now, they are available if you want to purchase them. Now moving on to more of our card and board game news, we have Wind Up War. This is a special new game where it goes for 2 to 6 players. You're supposed to take 50 and 30 minutes to play. The scenario is that the kids have gone out, and guess what? It's time for the toys themselves to, well, not play, but go to war. So you take the control of an army of toys, battle against another of army toys for supremacy of the toy chest or the playroom or wherever you think you're battling it out. But it's basically toy-on-toy action for complete supremacy in this new game that is out now. So if you want some toy-based war action, you can check it out. Now also out, there is a new scenario for the app for Mansions of Madness. If you didn't know, Mansions of Madness provides an app that you can play without a sort of game master type character. It allows you to play against the app rather than one person controlling the monsters, which normally Mansion of Madness has you do. It's a way to have everyone cooperate all together at once. This is a new scenario for it called Dark Reflections. Basically, in most places, people do go missing. But when people go missing in Arkham, normally that's the work of some forces more sinister, perhaps even otherworldly. And it's going to be up to your players to basically discover what's going on while going against this app and save the day, and once again rid Arkham of the otherworldly horrors that are attempting to invade the world and conquer it, as they always seem to do. It is out now, this expansion for the Mansions of Madness app, this extra scenario. And finally out now is Sidriel Conference. which is for 4 to 9 players. So, in this one, each of your players takes the role of basically an alien species and their economic bloc. All of you are working together to form a trade federation. All you're making deals with each other, working out things to make the trade better between you, make it always that your side of the trade federation makes out in the end. The point is for you to be the best within the federation while still getting along and not breaking it. The point will be to maintain this sort of trade federation your groups are creating, all while trying to get that superior position. A tough balancing act that you are going to have to try to find out along the way, but you can't kind of break off on your own. You might be able to survive for a little while, but getting that true victory, you're going to need to work with other people and make deals and wheel them out in the right place to find that sort of perfect balance and to become, well, the trading king, the top economic group within this confederation you're forming. But that's it for the news for this week. Links to any of these news stories will of course be in the description below. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. It's always important to share the news. If you have questions about any of these news stories, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I'll answer them to the questions of our ability. If you have discussion questions about any of these stories or more that you want to suggest for us at Discussing Tabletop this Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at www.twitch.tv/Tantus and Dracovin, go ahead and leave them in the description below, or email us at discussingtabletop@yahoo.com. Both are great ways to contact us about these topics and more for discussing them, especially if you think there's something about any of these stories I told about you want a little bit more information on, just about more than just the basics. Big old discussion questions. Go ahead and leave them there. If you do want to show some more support for the channel and the Empire, you can check out my Patreon, which is linked in the description below. There's some great rewards there, and it does help to grow and improve the channel and the Empire. But regardless, until the next time, I bid you farewell.